Hey friends, um, I didn't get a chance to do a recap video for my intermediate crow style class at Wildfire, so here it is. These aren't tutorials, this is a reminder for what we did, and I'm hoping to actually do a couple tutorials on this stuff anyway for those of you that weren't able to make it, but for now this is just a reminder for those that did take my class, and hopefully something for you guys to keep practicing with. So we started the class by thinking about linking elbow mode and shoulder mode, um, and eventually learning how to take it off of our body. So we have this kind of scale. So poi, elbow, shoulder, off body, shoulder, elbow, poi, and how to go back and forth between them. We talked about how to go from elbow to shoulder smoothly. For that, you have to be proficient with elbow. You have to be able to sustain it pretty much indefinitely, or at least be comfortable with a few beats of it. Same with shoulder mode. I say it's good to be comfortable with it for at least 1 or 2 beats, to be able to do 1, maybe 2. Don't get stuck trying to do it indefinitely. That was something I tried to emphasize. Shoulder mode is a trap. You don't need to be able to do it forever and ever. I think 2 or 3 beats comfortably is usually more than enough time to be able to do anything, and eventually you will be able to sustain it indefinitely. That's just your body is going to wake up enough where you'll be able to, but don't fixate on it. So onto the class material. We started by linking elbow mode and shoulder mode. So to do that, we recalled those toss and catch drills from the beginner class. So toss, toss, catch, catch for elbow, and for shoulder it was toss, toss, catch, catch. And to link the two together, try and have less beats between each catch. So you can be elbow, toss, toss, catch, catch, shoulder, toss, toss, catch, catch, and try linking them together. So you have toss, toss, catch, catch, toss, toss, catch, catch, whoops, or not catch, until eventually you don't need to catch in between and you just kind of catch it with your elbow. So it looks like this: elbow, shoulder, elbow, shoulder, elbow, shoulder. And this is a 4-beat version of it. It's 4 beats because I am leading with the blue head in shoulder when it's coming behind me. So if you'll pay attention to where the blue one is going, that's what starts shoulder mode. And there'll be four beats on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was honestly a major part of my practice for a long time. That was how I warmed up and cooled down, was just doing that exercise. It really helps you get familiar, especially if you're comfortable in elbow mode, to start exploring shoulder mode. So you can shoulder mode, and then as soon as you start to feel it slip, you can have another grace beat of elbow to fix your planes and get back into it. You can do a 3-beat version of that. The difference there is the green one will start shoulder mode. So remember, the blue one just started it for 4 beats. 3 beats, the green one starts it, and it looks like this. Shoulder, elbow, shoulder, elbow, shoulder. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can also technically do a 2-beat version, but it looks really weird. It looks like this. Whoops. It does not look like that. It looks like this, hopefully. It's just going right between the two. It's just very strange. We also talked about putting the hammer back on our bodies once it's off. We started by spinning it in the same time and practicing putting it on our necks, and letting it wrap up on our arms. If it's spinning in forward, it'll want to wrap on our bodies. If it's spinning on reverse, it'll want to unwrap. forward is the wrap direction, reverse is the unwrap direction. Remember that anytime you want to explore captures and escapes. So it was same time, then we worked into split time, which some people honestly find a little bit easier. So if same time isn't working out, try split time. I've got it in front of me. I'm just lifting it up and putting it on the back of my neck, and then just feeding one under my arm, then the other. So like, boop, boop, like that. From the side, up, oops, up and over, and then 1, 2. Let's see. If you can, once you can do split time in wheel plane, I made sure everyone could do a windmill, just like poi, just really, really long poi. Practice putting it on the back of your neck and doing a kind of windmill movement. And then if you turn into the forward side, well, that was sloppy, but it's a way of doing a capture in wall plane, or building your way up to a capture in wall plane. So you're in wheel plane, go into wall plane, and tuck them under your arms, just the exact same way you're doing a little bit of a turn, having it come under. I'll show you from the side profile. So on the back of my neck, and then just a little bit of a turn and tuck. That is the exit point. So we talked about taking it off our body in windmill. So going into shoulder mode, taking it off into a windmill and putting it back on. The way that works is when you're in shoulder mode, you will let it come out and try and catch it with your hand. So from the side, as it's coming up, there's a second where it will escape my armpit, and I'll just have to catch it with my arm and start using, or catch it with my hand and start spinning it with that. And it's kind of like a boom, boom, 1, 2 rhythm. So going to shoulder, 1, 2, out, and then same to put it back, 1, 2. What else? Once you have that, I made sure people could practice going from, doing the full scale. So poi, elbow, shoulder, off body, shoulder, whoops, elbow, poi, something like that. We briefly talked about one-handed captures. To get used to that, I had them put the hammer on the ground, lift one side to make this little gate here, and you take one arm, put it on the outside, and take your head, stick it through, and walk through. Sounds weird, but that's essentially the motion that's going to happen when you're doing a one-handed weave. So if I'm doing a one-handed weave, there's a moment right there where it's in front of me in this kind of diagonal shape. What I'm going to do is stick my arm out, let it come under, and wrap it around my head, and then just kind of walk through it, and it will wrap itself up around me. And it looks like this. We covered some more one-handed captures and escape, or some more one-handed escapes. So there's one from the reverse side. one from the forward side. I said I wasn't going to do tutorials, but that's what half of this ended up being, so I'm going to stop it there. That was basically most of class, so keep practicing, and I'll do some more soon.